Hey guys! So I've wanted to film this video for months and months and months, and I'm finally getting around to filming it because I thought it was about time to talk about this, and that is studying abroad, because I've mentioned this in a billion of my videos, and that is I studied in France for last school year. So a year ago I basically came there, started studying there, and it's actually like how I went there is kind of complicated because just I'm at a school that's like French and Czech at the same time, so basically we have all the subjects in French and whatever, it doesn't matter, and just we have it really easy to go to France because just our school works with a lot of like programs and stuff like this. So just we basically had one interview, we had to write like one letter about ourselves, and that was it. Then we literally got there, and yeah, and how it worked was that we were at the boarding school during the week, and then on weekends we went to our hosting families, and I think that's usually how it works, but some of the other students who were there like from abroad stayed at their hosting families the whole week, so I don't know, whatever, just every program is different. But yeah, I just want to share with you like my experience, what I think about it, if I think that it's for you and whatever. Just I want to talk to you about everything, so I'm sorry if this video is really long, but I just want to make sure that I tell you everything, because I think that it's like not the biggest decision you ever get to make in life, but it's kind of a big decision because it's like 1 year or whatever, you know, and it can like just whatever. I just really think that if you are thinking about this, it's really important, and I want to be as helpful to you as I can. So let's just jump right into the video. So first I'm gonna say how it went down for me. For me, it was kind of easier because French people have a lot of holidays, and we went for the holidays every single time. Or like, we didn't have to, of course, but we did, and that meant like 4 times being back home, so we weren't there the whole year, but we could come back home. But like the only difference was that we were studying 2 schools at once, so we didn't have to skip a year. We just did exams in France and in Czech Republic. So basically when we had the holidays, we went to school here in Prague, and we like wrote some tests and stuff. So that was the case for us. Usually it's like you have to do exams at the end of the year so that you can like continue, or sometimes you can't continue at all. I don't exactly know, but like that makes it a little different too. But yeah, for me it was just this. And also I was there with a really close friend of mine, and like we were in the same class, in the same room at the boarding school and stuff, which was kind of like good, but at the same time kind of bad, because we'd already known each other. We go to school together, and so that made it like easier, but at the same time we didn't talk to the and yeah, we just basically just went there to school normally. And at the boarding school we were like, there was 2 of us in like one room. I was there with a friend, and then there was like another room right next to us that had also 2 people, and we had the bathroom together and the toilet and like everything, but that was it. Like that was the only like connection between the rooms, but like the rooms were separated and it was always like 2 people. But also that's really different every single time, I'd say. And yeah, so I was there for like, I came there at the end of August, and I came back at the beginning, in the middle of June. So it was quite a lot of time, and actually at the beginning it was really, really, really hard. We had like 2 months, like really, like I don't know, we were there for 9-10 weeks, and then we like came back home. And that's not even the case for like a lot of people, because I know that we were there with a girl from Sweden, Argentina, and Mexico, and then there were like German people, but they were there for like 2 months or something. So that also makes it different when you don't come back at all, because like the 3 of them, the girl from Argentina, Mexico, and Sweden, didn't come back home at all. Like the girl from Sweden went back for Christmas, I think. That was it. That was it. So we had a very big advantage in this. But yeah, so like we just had the hardest thing was that just during the entire summer holidays we didn't see I didn't see a lot of our friends. So that meant I didn't see them for 4 months, and I know, again, like, some people don't see them for 9 months because they're, like, there the whole year. But it was so hard because I missed everyone. I wasn't used to being away from home for so long, and it was just completely crazy. And at the beginning I was just like, I felt like there was just so much to do. I felt like the boarding school sucked, and it was just so difficult. But I don't want to discourage you, because like every single time I was there, like, again and again and again, it got easier and easier and easier. And yeah, of course, like, every time I missed everyone, and every time I was excited to go back home, but I just decided to just make the most of the time I had there and stop thinking about how much I wanted to go back home so badly. And it changed the game for me. It changed the game completely, because just then I just started focusing on what was happening there, and I stopped thinking about my home, and just I didn't miss I didn't miss the people that much anymore. Just like the missing them became a normal part of my everyday routines. So, you know, just like it became like normal to me, and I just of course missed my friends and my family, but I knew I'd see them again, and I just got used to it, and then it became totally fine. And I know that if you're like a very like, if you feel like you've just always been home for a really long time and you've never left for so long and you're like really afraid of it, I'd say it will definitely be hard. Like, I'm warning you, it will be hard, but I think that it's definitely worth the difficulty, because just it will get easier. And I know, like, again, for me, I came back for the holidays. But at the same time, you can, like, nowadays, like, you have the internet, and maybe you won't have the internet at the boarding school, but you will have access to the internet, at least sometimes. And so you will be able to, like, call your family and friends and just talk to them and Skype with them, or text them, or talk to them on Facebook or whatever. The options nowadays are totally, like, endless. So I know it's not the same thing, but still, you can, like, communicate and stuff. And if you're afraid of losing your friends, that is kind of a big thing for me. Like, I was kind of afraid that we wouldn't be that big of friends anymore, you know, because, like, we just spending a lot of time far away from each other makes the relationships very difficult. Sometimes, yeah, we drift away from the other person because we're not in contact that much anymore, but one of my closest friends was, like, in France too, but she wasn't at the same place. And so, yeah, we were both really afraid that we wouldn't speak that much anymore, but we became, like, our relationship became so much tighter, and we just became so much closer than like never before. Like, literally, we're even bigger friends now than we were before. And so, like, it's only up to you when it comes to that. Maybe you won't be that big of friends anymore with that person, but if you really want the relationship to, like, still be happening when you come back home, you can totally, like, make that happen, because just if you just keep talking to each other, it's all about the effort you both make for it. And just if you really want to stay friends so badly, you will, if you, like, do something about it, you know? So I wouldn't be really afraid of that, because you can totally, like, do something about that. And yeah, I feel like all of my relationships became, like, better, and just the bond is so much stronger with most of the people that I love. And yeah, so I wouldn't be afraid of that at all, because just I don't feel like that was a problem for me. It only got better. Then what else? The school there was, like, kind of difficult, but at the same time, for me, I had already had all the subjects in French, so I was used to it, and I could already speak French, which I want to talk about next, because it's very important, and that is language. Like, if you are thinking about going abroad, the language is probably a main thing. Like, you want to improve your skills, or you want to learn it when you, like, don't speak it much or at all. And so you probably wonder, do you actually improve the language? And I'm telling you, oh hell yeah. Like, I came there, I already spoke French pretty well, like, I understood most things, and I could speak pretty well. Like, I could just I could find out information if I needed to learn something or whatever, you know, just I spoke French already. But my French has definitely improved. Actually, my Czech has completely, like, been destroyed, and I can't speak Czech anymore, because the thing is, I watch TV shows and movies, and I read books in English. I literally do everything in English. And so then, when I was still reading the English books there, and on top of that, I was like hearing and reading everything else in French. My Czech became horrible, horrible. Like now I'm back at school and I'm talking to all of my friends in Czech and my family in Czech, and I cannot speak Czech anymore. That might not be your case when it comes to your native language when you go study abroad, but for me it was definitely the case, because just with the girl that I was there with, we spoke the way we wanted to. We said complete shit to each other, and we just still understood each other, like English, French, Czech, all of that. We mixed it together and then put some words that we created into the mix. And yeah, you can imagine how awesome our Czech is now. It's absolutely terrible and horrible, and yeah, so I have to work on that, but like it's not the end of the world, because like I feel like it's not my native language anymore, which is really bad, but at the same time, like I still understand everything, only my speaking is terrible, and like if I read some books in Czech and if I just like watch some stuff in Czech, it will be back to normal one day. But if I ever move to like an English-speaking country, which I hope to do in the future, I have no idea how my Czech will be then, but whatever, not really the point of this video. So your native language might be a little messed up, I'm warning you, but it will be fine, okay? It will be totally fine. And when it comes to the language that you're trying to learn, you will learn it. Oh yeah. So what I was trying to say is that my French was really good at the beginning, but it got so much better. Like I've learned a lot of like vocabulary, I've learned just the overall like understanding and speaking has gotten better. Like I don't know how to describe it exactly, but I've just definitely improved. And when it comes to people who didn't speak well at the beginning, who barely spoke French, like the girl from Argentina or Mexico, their French, because we talked together like a lot, their French has gotten incredibly better. Like holy shit, they basically at the beginning they didn't speak at all, and then at the end they spoke so well, like so well. They literally got to like our level, and we had learned French for like 3 years, so whoa. So yeah, the language will absolutely improve. And when it comes to the people we talked to there, we didn't really talk to that many people, to be honest, and we mostly talked to the foreigners, because we were like in the same situation, you know, and just we both were away from home, we were both in a completely new destination and everything, so we got along better than with the French people, but just like the people were nice there, but just we didn't really make any friends. But like also again, that's kind of different because we were there with a friend, and so that's why I'm saying we, because I'm talking about her along with me. And also just like we talked together and we were always together, we were even in the same class, so I don't recommend it completely. Like it will be easier for you because you will really like have a friend the whole time, but at the same time it won't make you that as many friends, I guess, or I don't know. We didn't make that many friends, but my hosting family was the best. They were super nice and awesome, and I'm super grateful that I had such a great family, because it didn't even feel like I was like not a part of their family. I literally felt like I was a part of their family. It wasn't, of course, I wasn't like completely a part of their family, because like we're not related biologically, but I felt really, really good there, so that made it much better for me. So the family does a lot too. But now at the end of this, I think I said enough. I want to tell you if I think you should go for it or not. And I'd say absolutely go for it, because like there was a girl from Sweden who left in February and was supposed to stay there until June, so she was there from like September to February or something in that sense, and she left because she just didn't feel good there. Like she talked to a lot of people, and she was a very outgoing person, and she was super nice, and just, yeah, she was like she was doing well, but then she just felt like it wasn't the right thing. It just, like, she changed her mind and she wanted to leave. So, like, I guess it's probably not for everyone, but I think that everyone should try it if you really want to. No matter if you're super shy or totally outgoing, no matter if you feel like you've been always, like, home with your family and now you should leave for so long, whatever. I'd say definitely go try it, because it's a very self-evolving thing. Like, you really do become more independent. You really, like, focus on, like, I feel like I've learned a lot about myself and I've just really improved and I've evolved as a person, and I think it's a great experience. And if you have the opportunity that not everyone has, definitely like go do it. There are just people who don't even have that opportunity, so if you do, and if it's like very like easy to get there, or it doesn't matter if it's easy or not, just like if it's something you really want but aren't sure that you could do it, you can do it. It will be difficult, but it will be worth it. So I'd say definitely go for it because you won't regret it, and I definitely don't regret it. Like, I'm happy that I'm back home, but if I make the choice again, I would do the same thing. So I definitely don't regret anything, and yeah, I'm happy to be home because like now I can focus on YouTube and writing and everything. I'm happy to see my friends again, but it was definitely worth it. So yeah, I've talked for nearly 20 minutes, so I'll shut up now. If you have any questions, you can leave them down below. I'll answer it, and if a lot of you would have questions, I could like do a studying abroad Q&A or something in that sense, but I'm not sure that enough people will have questions, but whatever. If you want to know something, I'll answer you in the comments, and yeah, I think that's it. I hope it was helpful. I really wanted this to be helpful, and if you want me to do videos like this again, I will do them. And also, I was thinking, there were like two of my like very close friends were there in France, like I said, and so they went through it too. So if you want me to film a video with them, we could all talk about our different opinions and stuff, so you can tell me if you want that. I'll take care of it and I'll film that video too. So yeah, that will be it for this video. Hope it was helpful, like I said, and hope you liked it, and see you in the next video, and have a great day. Bye!